This is a highly controversial Taiwanese film. Its 12-year-old female lead became the youngest Best Actress in the history of the Golden Horse Awards for her performance, though the film's overall reception was polarizing, likely because it refuses to indulge in easy sentimentality. The story opens dramatically as a typhoon hits, bringing torrential rain. The school dismisses the students early, and while everyone else has parents waiting for them, Xiao Xiao walks out completely alone. Surprisingly, her mother actually showed up, but the person she came to pick up was not Xiao Xiao. Her mother and the homeroom teacher, Paul, are behaving intimately. Determined to see what is going on, Xiao Xiao hails a taxi to follow them. She tracks them to Paul's apartment building, where they park and jog upstairs together like a passionate young couple. After waiting in the taxi for a long time with no sign of them coming down, Xiao Xiao's ADHD flares up. Confused by the rising meter and unable to do simple math, she ends up handing over all her money to the driver, who happily takes $800. Out of money, Xiao Xiao storms out of the cab and rings Paul's doorbell. Inside, her mother is getting dressed to leave while Paul tries to delay her, but the sudden doorbell interrupts them. Her mother acts as if nothing is wrong and takes Xiao Xiao home, lecturing her that at her age, she was already working to earn money, whereas Xiao Xiao only causes trouble. Xiao Xiao merely hums a song and refuses to speak, which prompts her mother to criticize her communication skills. Already struggling with her condition and deeply shaken by what she witnessed, Xiao Xiao finds her mother's sharp, nagging words unbearable. She finally snaps, flings the car door open in the middle of traffic, bolts out onto the busy road, and begins screaming and frantically beating her own head. The next day in class, Xiao Xiao keeps rocking back and forth in her chair. Annoyed, the classmate behind her pokes her with a pen. Xiao Xiao erupts into a sudden shout, though the teacher and classmates seem too accustomed to her outbursts to care. Even when she spins around and slams her classmate's pencil box onto the floor, the teacher quietly picks it up without scolding anyone. During recess cleanup, a new classmate, Xiao San, reminds her to wash only the mop and not her hands. Xiao Xiao intentionally splashes water on her and mocks her. Xiao San then reveals a secret. Paul encourages everyone to take care of Xiao Xiao. Whenever she acts out and a classmate refrains from getting angry, that classmate receives a reward sticker from the teacher. Some students intentionally provoke her just to display a false sense of generosity for a sticker. Learning this, Xiao Xiao finally understands why everyone targets her. Grateful for the honesty, she accepts Xiao San as her first real friend, follows her advice to wash the mop properly, and pours the dirty water into the garden bed. Paul praises her for the good behavior and takes her out for treats, using the opportunity to gauge her feelings about his relationship with her mother. Xiao Xiao does not seem to mind the relationship and enjoys playing with Paul in the park. However, when she returns home, her mood darkens. She ignores the medicated juice her mother offers and calls her father, who is far away in Europe. She shares a close bond with her father, and they chat happily. She asks him to come back for the upcoming school anniversary and bring her a telescope as a gift. Her mother stands nearby, feeling uneasy and perhaps jealous that she sacrificed her career as a piano teacher to take care of Xiao Xiao full-time. Yet her daughter gets along with everyone except her. Still, the mother is relieved that Xiao Xiao did not expose the affair to her father. Emboldened, she stops hiding the relationship and openly flirts with Paul on the phone in front of her daughter, even planning a family-like camping trip together. To win Paul points, she reminds Xiao Xiao that Paul bought her a new telescope. The new gift temporarily bridges the gap between mother and daughter. The harmony does not last. During the trip, Xiao Xiao cuts the line and begins shaking violently on a floating bridge. Her dangerous behavior angers a boy ahead of her, who pushes her into the water, sparking a confrontation. Paul demands an apology from the boy, but the boy's father refuses and calls Xiao Xiao ill-mannered. To defuse the tension, the mother steps in and apologizes, explaining that her daughter has ADHD. Even though her father treats her well, his constant absence leaves a void. Paul's gifts and willingness to stand up for her make Xiao Xiao feel a long-lost paternal love. Even though the telescope breaks in the scuffle, she clutches it tightly, obediently helping Paul pitch the tent and play games. However, she gets upset when her mother shares her embarrassing childhood stories with Paul, wanting to maintain a good impression. Seeing her love for animals, Paul comforts her and promises to take her hiking next time to a secluded mountain with more wildlife. Eager for the trip, Xiao Xiao promises to behave and not anger her mother. She keeps her promise the next day during gym class, enduring her classmates' deliberate provocations without throwing a tantrum. Xiao Xiao deeply cherishes her friendship with Xiao San. While hanging out, they notice a chubby boy who is an expert at a video game. A crowd of students surrounds him begging for his gaming secrets, but he refuses to share. When she returns home, Xiao Xiao rarely greets her mother and takes a photo of her. Suddenly, Paul walks out of her mother's bedroom shirtless, mentioning he is taking her mother to a movie and reminding Xiao Xiao to do her homework. Later, Paul tells the mother that a parent was upset because a student was pushed during a game today, suggesting she call to soothe things. Misunderstanding the situation, the mother assumes Xiao Xiao caused trouble again and calls home to scold her. Paul convinces her to calm down, praising Xiao Xiao's recent academic progress and a creative sentence she wrote, which shows she just wants to fit in with her classmates. Meanwhile, Xiao Xiao encounters an issue while taking out the trash. The confined space of the elevator makes her highly uncomfortable. A neighbor asks if she forgot her medication, but unable to endure it until the first floor, she bursts out of the elevator. When her mother returns to find spilled trash and dirty water on the floor, her improved mood instantly sours, and she accuses Xiao Xiao of playing with the elevator. A fierce argument ensues until Paul steps in with his teacher's authority, sending Xiao Xiao to stand in timeout. Once things calm down, Paul gently comforts her and brings charcoal chocolates for her to share with her classmates, persuading her to take her medicine. Under Paul's mediation, mother and daughter reconcile, and the three of them look like a perfectly happy family while swimming together. Xiao Xiao obediently brings the snacks to school, but when she offers them to the classmate behind her, they are rejected and thrown back onto her desk wrapped in tissue. Other classmates mock her by making pig noises. Suppressing her rage, Xiao Xiao quietly eats her snacks. Just then, Xiao San runs over to tell her that their favorite owl, Katie, is missing. Suspecting the school janitor ate it, they confront him. The janitor explains the owl is sick and was sent to the vet, then forces them away. Xiao Xiao wants to report this to the school, but Xiao San advises against it, suggesting the janitor might have connections. Finding Xiao San much smarter than herself, Xiao Xiao asks a question that has been troubling her. What should she do if her mother did something she shouldn't have? Xiao San instantly guesses it is an affair, and advises her to tell the man that her mother loves to spend money, which would surely scare him away. However, Xiao Xiao has no intention of driving Paul away. She defends him to Xiao San, noting how incredibly frugal he is. She even gives Paul advice on how to compliment her mother to keep her happy. In this relaxed setting, Xiao Xiao displays a rare lively side, singing and dancing around Paul, which fills her mother with envy when she walks in. Her mother tries to join in the playful interaction, but the sudden playfulness upsets Xiao Xiao, and they part on bad terms. Exhausted, her mother vents her frustrations to Paul. Unaware of her mother's distress, Xiao Xiao and Xiao San try to stand up for justice. They discover a boy cheated the chubby gamer out of his gaming guide using a piece of fried chicken, and is now selling it at a high price. When confronted, the boy mocks Xiao San, saying she smells like sewage from hanging out with Xiao Xiao. Furious, Xiao Xiao shoves him hard. Consequently, her mother is called to the school, and Xiao Xiao is suspended. Her mother loses her temper, pointing out how much effort it took to get her into this class after being kicked out of every previous school. Yet she continues to cause trouble. Fortunately, Paul brings good news. He convinced the boy's parents not to press charges. To ensure Xiao Xiao doesn't fall behind, he risks breaking school rules to bring her the exam papers. However, when Xiao Xiao refuses her medication, Paul loses his temper as well, lecturing her to do what is expected and stop causing trouble for adults. Feeling deeply wronged and targeted, Xiao Xiao throws a massive tantrum. Her mother sits nearby playing the piano, neither stopping her nor scolding her. Paul wakes up later to find mother and daughter playing a game in what seems like harmony. But it is just an illusion. Her mother decides to give her daughter a harsh lesson by refusing to let her sleep. Unable to take the harassment, Xiao Xiao pulls out her medication and stuffs it into her mouth. When her mother stops her, Xiao Xiao tearfully confesses that she only wanted to practice not taking medication at home so she could feel like a normal person. Realizing her daughter's true feelings, they embrace and weep together, shedding a great emotional weight. On the day she returns to school, Xiao Xiao passes the birdcage and discovers Xiao San joining others in mistreating the owl. Deeply hurt, she refrains from throwing a tantrum. During the exam, someone shines a laser pointer into her eyes. When she mentions it to Xiao San, her friend acts completely indifferent and pokes her hard with a pen. This betrayal pushes Xiao Xiao over the edge, and she snaps. Xiao San, unable to withstand the peer pressure, has joined the bullies. Her friend's betrayal worsens Xiao Xiao's condition, and other parents band together to demand her expulsion. This time, however, her mother firmly stands by her side. Thanks to her mother's fierce defense and Paul's efforts, Xiao Xiao is temporarily spared. But during cleanup, Xiao-san breaks another piece of bad news. Paul is leaving next semester because the school found out about his affair with her mother. When Paul comes over to pack his things, the mother tries desperately to stop him, but his mind is made up. Still, he worries about Xiao-xiao being ostracized. At the hospital, Paul runs into Xiao-xiao's father and hands him a telescope, wanting to leave a parting gift for the girl. This reminds the father of his forgotten promise. Xiao-xiao is thrilled by her father's return and the telescope, but as she lies in bed, the sound of her parents arguing echoes from outside. Late at night, unable to sleep, Xiao-xiao plays the piano in the dark living room. Her father complains about the pressure of human relationships, noting that being too close creates stress, while being too far doesn't work either. The joy of her father's return fades. Xiao-xiao puts on a raincoat and walks out into the night alone. Paul hesitates before answering a frantic call from her mother saying Xiao-xiao is missing. Sighing, he rides his bicycle through the storm to the school. Sure enough, Xiao-xiao went to the school to see the owl. She breaks the lock with a stone to set it free. Paul arrives and rescues her from a tree, where she learns that the telescope was actually bought by Paul, not her father. In a fit of anger and confusion, Xiao-xiao locks Paul inside the cage and runs away. The next morning, before she even wakes up, her father leaves yet again. Her mother collapses in despair over her husband's neglect and rushes into Xiao-xiao's room, throwing a tantrum and screaming just like her daughter used to. But this time, Xiao-xiao remains unusually calm. She sits at the piano, playing just like her mother used to, and gently comforts her. In this bizarre moment, mother and daughter swap roles, leaving their relationship seemingly reconciled, yet fundamentally unresolved. This 2023 Taiwanese film was directed by Qin Chiahua. Its lead actress, Audrey Lin, was only 12 years old when she won Best Leading Actress at the Golden Horse Awards, breaking a 25-year-old record. The film's polarized reception stems from its refusal to let the audience comfortably sympathize with anyone. The protagonist, Zhou Xiaoxiao, has ADHD. She cannot sit still, lacks impulse control, struggles with basic math, and screams or beats her head under intense emotion. Everyone at school dismisses her as sick, but the bullies, the unfaithful mother and teacher, and the frequently absent father, who pretends to love his daughter, are equally flawed. In the end, as the father flies away, without looking back, and the mother breaks down, the film suggests that while a child's breakdown can be managed with medication, the breakdowns of adults have no cure. From a child's perspective, perhaps it is the adults who are truly abnormal.